Hello everyone and welcome to Blood Bowl, the second season edition, recently released earlier this year, well just a month or so ago at this point, by Games Workshop. And just to get things out of the way right away, this is not a how to play, this is a learn to play. We're kind of learning as we go. Not much has changed in the second season, but most of my experience with Blood Bowl in particular, personally, is the Blood Bowl video games. And the video games have the lovely aspect of keeping you right. They don't account for if you happen to forget a tackle zone or forget to use your blitz or something else. It will tell you if you've done something wrong. Obviously, if you're playing live, there's oversights, things get forgotten, things are done slightly incorrectly, special rules are sometimes omitted, etc. Not on purpose, it's just the nature of playing live as opposed to having a video game manage the rules for you. So this is just kind of like a little test bow, using the new edition rules with the two old teams, the Reikland Reavers, who were the starter set human team from the 2016 box, and the Nurgle's Rotters, which was also released during the last edition of the game. So we'll go over the team rosters, the costs, etc., and we'll treat this like it's a league game in terms of like just covering the things you would do, but this is not a league game, it's just a friendly and exhibition match. So there's no permanence, like nothing. If people die, it's not going to carry over. So just get that out of the way. Yeah, let's get started. So this is our Reikland Reavers team. There's 12 miniatures, and if you aren't aware, you only field 11 on the field, with some exceptions if you're playing like a tiny team. So one of them will be in the reserves. But we have, going from left to right, front row and back row, we have 2 blitzers, we have 2 throwers, 2 catchers, and 6 linemen. The blitzers have the block skill, the throwers have pass and sure hands, and the catchers have catch and dodge. Everyone with the exception of the catchers, so these two here, have strength 3. The catchers are strength 2, they're a little bit weaker, but they're also cheaper. There's 3 team rerolls purchased for the team, 1 set of assistant coaches, 1 set of cheerleaders, and that is it, bringing the total cost / team value to 930,000 gold pieces. You get $1 million to play with when you start a league team. So they have 70k in the bank, which they can use for inducements as part of the setup. And this is Nurgle's Rotters in all their horrible goodness. Also 12 players, so one of them will be on the bench to start with when we eventually set up both teams. So going from left to right again, we have 4 bloaters. These are very large lads with foul appearance and disturbing presence. Or foul, yeah, I got that the right way around, I think. So they make passing harder if you're near them, and if you declare a block against them, there's a chance, a 1 in 6 chance, you just can't do it because they fart in your general direction. Then we have 2 pestigores and then 6 rotters, which are just rotter linemen. They're the equivalent. Everybody is strength 3 except the bloaters, so the large lads on the left there. Should have went around from this angle. Those people there, they're strength 4. Good armor all around, at least a 9+, and the big guys need a 10+. So they're very, very sturdy, although if you do manage to take a rotter down, they have decay, which means that their injury roll is worse. So rerolls are more expensive for a Nurgle team. They cost 70k each instead of 50k for the human team. So they bought 2 rerolls, 1 assistant coach, 1 cheerleader, and that brings them to 980,000 gold, leaving them 20k in the bank, meaning that the Reikland Reavers are the underdogs, and also they get 50 petty cash. What was their team value? Let me see here. Their team value was 930,000, so that would be 50k of difference, so they get 50k in petty cash to spend on inducements once we see who is going first. So the dice you can see before you is just the roll off. You can flip a coin, do whatever you want to decide who goes first. I think rolling d6 is just the easiest way. That Blood Bowl symbol is a 6, because there's the 1 there. So the Nurgle's Rotters get to choose whether or not they are kicking the ball or receiving the ball. They are going to receive the ball, so the Reikland Reavers will set up here, they will kick off to them, and then Nurgle's Rotters will get the first turn. But we do have some additional stuff to do. We have to roll for weather, etc. But just to briefly cover, in case you aren't familiar with Blood Bowl at all, in terms of setup, you have to have 3 of your team on this line of scrimmage. You can have up to 2 in each wing, and then the rest are just kind of wherever you want them on the field. And again, you can only have 11 players on the pitch. So I think we'll get both teams set up, then we'll roll for weather, roll for the kickoff table, etc, etc. So both of the teams are set up. But we technically should have done a bunch of this stuff prior to setting up, but hey, we have the cheat sheet here that I'm going to be using to determine things. So first what we should have done was determine how many thousands of fans are here. You roll a d3 for each team, so that is a 1 each, plus their fan factor of 1. So a total of 4,000 fans, equal down the middle for each team, are here watching the game. So that's that done. Then you would roll for the weather, which is 2d6, which we shall also do real quick. We'll just say that's a 4, so that is a 5, which is perfect conditions. Not too cold, not too hot, overcast, etc. Perfect Blood Bowl weather. So then you would do inducements, and that's where you can spend money left over in your treasury and pay cash if your team is not at the same value as the opponent, meaning the Reikland Reavers getting that extra 50k as we discussed. You can spend it on inducements, and then also if you're the underdog you can buy a prayer to Nuffle. Now, to keep things relatively simple, and given that this is not a league game, we're not going to bother doing that. But they could buy, just for instance, they could buy another reroll. In fact, let's say that. They spend the difference on a reroll, because it's 50k. So that puts them at 4, because rerolls don't go wrong, you need rerolls in Blood Bowl. So that's that, and then we've already determined the kicking team. So I think we are just good to go. Starting with the kick over, let's get this out of the way. So, let's say he's kicking the ball, and it's going over, and they want it to land right smack dab. Hopefully just in view, but it's definitely not going to stay there. So you roll a d6 and a d8 for scatter. So it's going to go 5 to the 3. Now I have the icon just out of camera as to which direction on the d8 it's pointing. 3 is towards the touchdown line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's literally, I know you can't see it, I will move the camera in between takes. It is literally 1 away from the touchdown line, so it's quite far back, which is unfortunate, but the ball doesn't land yet because you have to do a kickoff event. So I'll just open up the cheat sheet and we can roll for the kickoff event, which is 2d6. Get that out of the way. And then the ball will bounce before it comes to a full stop. So that is 5, 6, 7, 8. Changing weather, rolling the weather table again. That is a 7. I believe that is exactly the same. Perfect conditions, yes. Absolutely nothing changed. So then it's going to bounce. The ball bounces one more time as it comes down to a stop. So it's going to bounce. Why am I rolling that? It bounces to the 5 once, which is diagonally. No, that would put it on the touchdown line. I'm going to need to double check if it's a touchback if it lands on the touchdown line. So it doesn't seem like it causes a touchback if it lands on the touchdown line. So the ball is right here. It's only if it falls off the pitch or crosses the line of scrimmage you get a touchback, which just means you pick a player and they get to hold the ball right from the start of the game. So that's why you never try and kick the ball directly off the edge or something, because it just works out worse for the kicking team. So yeah, just to show that that is where it is, and we are ready to start turn 1 for Nurgle's Rotters. The game is 2 halves of 8 turns each. The turns are not necessarily that long depending on what you choose to do, and there is many opportunities. Basically, anytime you roll dice, there's a chance that you're just going to do something that accidentally gives up your turn, because dice be dicing. So, I reach over for the Nurgle Rotters cards, just so I keep everything right about movement. We do want to pick up the ball, but we don't want to pick up the ball immediately, because they might drop it. So we just have to do some basic movement. Bloaters move 4, Pestigores move 6, Rotters move 5. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just to defend the ball a little bit. I don't think the Pestigores can even get to the ball. 1, 2, 5, he can. He can just make it. That's great. So then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is just to cover the ball a little bit, not that the Reikland Reavers are going to get over here in one turn. Oh, and also traditionally, to know that you've done something with someone, you turn them around just till the end of the turn, just to keep yourself right. Again, you don't need to do that if you're playing a video game, but you do it for this. So we're also going to move the bloater here. 1, 2, 3, just to be annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll turn them around as well. Looks like he's running away from them now. We want to do everything we can do that doesn't involve dice first. So he's going to just keep them busy by moving up to them. Just out of view, I know, but I don't want to move the camera mid-shot. And this rotter will also just move more than enough to go there. So now I would throw some block. Oh, no, not yet, actually, my bad. Let's just throw him in there as well and turn him around. So now you would throw some blocks, but blocks might not work out. and I think we're going to go for an agility. We're going to pick up the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he is going to attempt to pick up the ball, which in this edition is just a straight up agility roll. So for Pestigores it is a 3+. Thank goodness for that. He's picked up the ball, but he's used up all his movement to get over there. So he isn't doing anything else. There we go, he's got the ball in his base. So, let us throw some blocks. Bloaters are strength 4, humans are all strength 3. If there is an assist from one of your own players that isn't in a tackle zone of another player, they get a +1 to their attack. I.e. if this bloater tries a block here, he'll get +1 from his friend there, but not this guy. So that would put him at 5, so that would be 2 block dice. So he will throw a block into this blitzer, or lineman. No, that's a lineman. So because he is stronger, you roll 2 block dice and you get to pick the result. If you were weaker, you roll 2 and the opponent picks the result. If you're equal, you just roll 1. If you're double or more, you roll 3. So there is either a both down or a pow. We'll take the pow, we'll just knock him back, knock him over and follow up. And turn him around. And then you have to roll to see if you break his armor. Humans are 8+, I think. I'll double check. Well, don't need to double check. That is an 11. His armor is broken, so now I need to double check the injury roll table. Alright, I have the handy cheat sheet right here. Whenever a player's armor is broken, an injury roll is made against them. The coach of the opposing team rolls 2d6 and then consult the table below. The higher the number, the worse it is for the player. 6 is just stunned. They become stunned as described on page 27 and is laid face down. So they're laid face down because he's going to turn face up when it rolls over, but he's missing a turn, basically. So you put them face down. When it becomes Reikland Reavers' first turn, you turn them face up, and that just reminds you that they've done that. So, is there anything else that I want to do? I haven't done a blitz yet. You can do 1 blitz per turn, which is a move and a block action in one. Let's see. Let's make this rotter go after this blitzer with a block, because this bloater now is in no one else's tackle zone except the player being attacked, so he's giving +1 to the rotter, which puts him at strength 4, and the human is at strength 3, so that means 2 dice. So it's either a push or the attacker falls down and would cause a turnover. The push shall be accepted, and he should be pushed over there, and the rotter will follow up and has had his turn. Is there anything else he wants to do? Might as well do a blitz, right? Might as well. Let's do a blitz with this bloater, so he gets to move 4 and then, well, move 3, then do a blitz, because the blitz takes a movement point. 1, 2, turning, he's attacking. Oh, you can't quite see, I'm going to have to do a shift. Oh dear, there we go. It felt like using a static cam would be better than shaky cam, but you can definitely let me know. So he is doing a blitz into this guy with the assist there, but it doesn't need the assist, it's still 2 anyway, because it's 4 against 3. A push or a pow, which is, hang on, does he have block? I don't believe, no, he's just a regular lineman, he's got nothing. So that is a stumble, and if they don't have dodge, which he doesn't, it becomes a pow, which means he gets shoved down. He's going to follow up to keep them locked in. We try and break armor. That's an armor break again. Alright, you roll an injury. I think that's the exact same result again, isn't it? That's a 6, that's a stun. He's also missing a turn, the poor sod. And I don't think there's anything else I want to do, so that is going to be turn 1 for Nurgle's Rotters. So turn 1 for the Reikland Reavers begin, and the 2 that are stunned will flip over, but they don't get to stand up. They're missing this turn entirely. So for the Reikland Reavers, they need to get down the pitch, but kicking the ball so far back is really beneficial for them because the Nurgle team is so slow. They don't need to push for the ball, they just need to hold the line more or less. That said, the bloaters are pretty scary, and if you want to get away from an enemy's tackle zone, you have to do a dodge, and the throwers aren't much good in a fight, really. He can help out against the rotter though, so he's just going to move up to here and stop. More than enough movement to do that. They are movement 6, I think the throwers are. Yeah, the catchers are movement 8, that's why they're so weak, because they move super fast. This guy, he could probably help out a little bit. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get him next to this guy to help out. Do you want to do that though? No, he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to help out his friends over here, because I think that flank is easier to take out. So that would be strength. That would be equal right now, unfortunately. It's okay, we can work with this. He's going to move forwards 1, and that's barely in view of the camera, right? It's awkward, but I still think this is better than shaky cam. So this gentleman, who you can just about see, is going to do a block into this bloater. So normally that would be 3 against 4, however he's getting 2 assists, which puts him at 5 against 4. So he gets to roll, wrong dice, he gets to roll 2 block dice against the bloater. And the bloater does not have block. He's got foul, oh he has foul appearance though, so on a 1 it didn't happen. Okay, it did happen, I'm glad I remembered. So he's going to get knocked down and push back. And he's going to follow and turn. And we get to see if he breaks the bloater's armor, which requires, I think, an 11, no, a 10 plus, sorry. It's wrong dice, but here, I'll just roll these ones. That's a 7, so no armor break there. The bloater can get back up next turn at the cost of 3 movement, which means he can only move 1 square because they're movement 4, but still. So, then the... oh, it would only be a 1 die block. That's tricky. Yeah, that's tricky. Because rotters are strength 3. I'm only seeing 1 die blocks. Oh wait, no. There's a 2 die block here because that's 3 against 3, but he makes it 4. So we'll do him into him with a block. So that's 2 dice because it's 4 against 3. And then it's going to be a knockover. I'm going to go splat. And he is going to follow. Now we get to see if we break the armor on the rotter. Rolling a lot of 6s. That's a 7 though, and a rotter requires 9. It's very hard to kill Nurgle people, as it should be. Okay, so now it would just be a bunch of 1 dies at best, or 2 die opponent picking at worst. We haven't done a blitz yet. Have not done a blitz. Alright, let's do this blitzer into that rotter. And oh wait, no, he's getting this. No, he's not getting an assist because that guy is blocked by him. It would just be a 1 die because they're equal, 3 and 3. I'm going to risk it. That is an attacker down, which would cause a turnover. They've got 4 rerolls, and rerolls regenerate between halves. There wasn't much else he was wanting to do. I think we're just going to accept that. He tried to punch the zombie punched him harder, he falls over. Does his armor break? 6, 7, 8, 9, I think it does. Oh no, it does. It does. Injury roll for him. 5, that is a stun. Splat. So that could have been better, and that causes a turnover, so we go straight into Nurgle's Rotters at turn 2. So we've had to move over here a little bit, but that's... I know you can't quite see where the ball is, but the ball is going to be moving up, so that shouldn't matter. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you should be able to see the ball carrier. That is him right there. Is he going to go and do a go for it? Sorry, I'm going to keep on calling them go for it, but in this edition they're called rushes, which is just you can move 2 additional squares if you do a 2+ roll. He'll do 1. He'll do 1. Don't roll a 1. Okay. He's fine. He's going to move there. Zombie 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get the other Pestigore behind him. Not much of a cage to defend the ball, but hey, we're working on it. Should have done this first. This zombie stands up. That costs 3 of his movement. This bloater is going to stand up. Now then, get that ball out of the way. Let's see what we can do. So the bloater is just straight up stronger than the lineman. You can just see at the bottom left of your screen. So let's just do a block there. So that is a 2 block die because it's 4 against 3. That is a d6, not a block die. There's a drop 1 on the floor, there we go. Not that we need another result because we've already got a POW, but that's fine. We'll push him that way and we will follow and spin. I should have spun rather all those guys, but we know they've gone. 4, 5, 6, 7, his armor did not break. That's fine. Then, oh, forgot to turn the humans that went back around between turns. Not that many of them did because of the turnover, but that's okay. This blower will go into this guy, would get an assist from that zombie, but it is not required because it's a blower, so it's 4 against 3. This is not a blitzer, no, so he doesn't have block. So he's going to get downed and follow up. Does his armor break? He'll just roll the blue dice because they're here. His armor does break. What happens to him? Uh-oh. Hang on. A 10 on injury. Casualty. The player becomes a casualty and is immediately removed from play. Meow. Immediately removed from play. Coach on the opposing team rolls the casualty table to determine exactly what happened. Casualty table is a D16. Where's my D16? Here it comes. Remember, this is just an exhibition match, so it won't... Okay, yeah, 16 is dead. The player is far too dead to play Blood Bowl, so number 7 on the Reikland Reavers doesn't get a name yet. They don't get names until they do something good in a league. He is dead. So he is placed in the casualty box of the dugout that you can't quite see because it's off camera. If this was a league game, that would have been a horrifying loss, but thankfully, because it's an exhibition, it doesn't really matter that much. But yeah, he did die. So they're one player down when there is a end of a drive, rather. So there's a touchdown or the end of the half. The reserve can come on to take his place. So, is there anything else I want to be doing? I think there might be a chance at a good foul injury here. I think there is, because if he initiates a foul on him, he's getting an assist from those two. No, sorry, not him. It would just be one assist. That's not so good. That's fine. At the top of the screen there, we'll just do this blower into that blitzer. No, the blitzers have the long horns, or the long whatever they are. There's one there, and I think the other one's on the floor. Push or a pow. He's got block though. Is that the one that gets countered by dodge? I always forget. That is stumble. That's the one that's countered by dodge. So he does not have dodge. So he'll get pushed back, stunned. He's not going to follow up. He's going to stay where he is. Does the armor break? 6, 7, 8, 9. It does. What on earth? Injury roll. 6, 7, 8. That is KO'd. Removed from game at the end of the drive. He gets the chance to come back on a 4+. That's something. I don't think there's anything else I want to do with Nurgle's Rotters now. So I think we'll pass turn at that point and go into Reikland Reavers turn 2. So at the start of their second turn, that now swaps over from being stunned to being able to get up next turn. These fallen players can stand up. He will. He'll stand up. He'll stand up, which was that square I think, and he'll stand up just at the bottom of the screen there. So that's people who stood up. That's all they're doing. Now how do you get around this problem? Well, it's obvious that the Nurgle's Rotters are pushing down this side of the field, so moving over this side of the field is probably a good idea. So let's catchers move 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just to get a bit more defense down here. Throwers move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Spin them. And just move him a little bit. He doesn't go into a tackle zone, so no dodge is required. It's not looking great for being able to stop them with all the great armor rolls that the Nurgle's Rotters are getting. I guess the last thing to do will be this blitzer will throw a block into that rotter, so it's 1 die block because they're equal. That is not a block die, that is a d6. Ignore that roll. That is a knockdown, that's fine. We'll push him there and he will not follow. He'll stay where he is. Does the armor on the rotter break? That is not enough, so no it does not. Is there anything else to do? No, I don't think there is. Just have to take advantage of the Nurgle's Rotters being so slow, I guess. So yeah, that's going to be end of turn, and over to the third turn for Nurgle's Rotters. Alright, turn 3, Nurgle's Rotters. The ball carrier moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Getting right on in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we're up a little bit. We're going to have to, in camera editing, by which I mean shifting the camera sideways, because this is where the mess is. Oh, he should definitely have stood up. It's a bit hard to tell where the squares are in the middle because of the giant skulls on the field. That's the bad side about the grass side of this pitch. Again, do movements and things that don't require dice rolls first. So, this rotter is going to move into there and do nothing else. Obviously we've activated with all these people, including the ball carrier, so let's just spin them real quick. And then, let's see. They're all kind of... Oh, he's not tied up at all. He's not in anyone's tackle zones. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Move in there. And then we're going to start throwing blocks. Yeah, we are. This blotter, throwing a block into him with 1 assist from the person we just moved in. So that is 2 dice. I'm just going to use the blue dice because they're right here. Now that is just a blitzer, so he does not have the skill defending against it. He'll get pushed back to this square. The blotter will follow up. And then we'll see if we can break his armor. Nope. So he's okay. That makes a change. And then we'll do a blitz. We'll do a blitz at the top of the screen here with that blotter you can just barely see. So he's going to move 1, 2, 3. He's going to throw a blitz. Sorry, 1, 2 he moved, and then the third move is the blitz. At the lineman you can just see there, it's 2 dice with a zombie rotter assist. Sorry, not a rotter. It's not a zombie, it's a rotter. Fall down or push him. Push him. He'll get pushed there, and he will follow up. No armor break or anything like that. And then we have a rotter that's free. He could try for a foul by himself just to be really annoying. Again, this isn't a league, so let's be nuts. This rotter is going to throw a foul into him. So you roll for an armor break. If the numbers are duplicate, the ref catches you and nothing happens. If you break the armor, you roll an injury table. If you don't break it and you don't get caught, it's just nothing. Let's see what happens. He does not break the armor, but he does not get caught trying to foul. You can do 1 foul per turn unless you have a special rule that says otherwise. So that's all he's doing. And... Did you already throw block? I can't tell if I fully... I think I turned him, so the squares should be there. Again, it's very hard to tell where the squares are. I think that's fine as is. We've got the ball here. We've still got plenty of turns left in this half to get it in. So yes, we will pass it back over to... Will we? Yeah, we will. Wait, no, hang on. This guy down here could throw a block into him. It's 4 versus 3. Yeah, why not? Double block. Dice. It's a POW or POW and a POW if you don't have dodge, which he doesn't, so he's going to move into that square right at the bottom of the screen. Does the armor break? He's 1 away from getting knocked off the pitch. His armor breaks! What on earth? What happens to him? That is just stunned, I believe. Where's my injury table? Let's see. 6 on the injury roll is... No, he's stunned. Anything below, between a 2 and a 7 is stunned. So he is just out of shot, but he's missing this next turn that we're going into now. Alright, Reikland Reavers, that lineman that just got stunned flips over. This guy's standing up and doing nothing else. This guy over here is standing up and doing nothing else. But then it becomes the goal of getting to the ball and stopping them. How do you do that with the human team? How do you do that? Indeed. You can get a 1 block die. If we moved him here to block the way, you'd get a 1 block die against a blower because it would be 4 on 4 because it would be 3 plus 1. That's not great. Oh, can make it a 5 and move him back. Yeah, we'll move him over here, so he's providing a +1 bonus. And then we'll blitz with him. No, because he's a thrower though. Throwers are strength 3. That'd make it 4, and that'd make it 5. Yeah, we'll move here, and we'll throw a blitz into this blower, which becomes 2 die because of the bonuses. And do the blowers have block? Oh, keep forgetting. Got to roll to see if we can get past the foul appearance. Yes, you can. It's fine. So that counts. Gets pushed, knocked over, and he is going to follow through. Does he break the armor? 10, 11, or a 12. A 12, he actually did. What does he do to the bloater? An 8. An 8 is KO'd. Goodbye, Mr. Bloater. You go into the box, and you have a 50-50 chance of waking up afterwards. Actually, do they have regeneration? I think regeneration improves their chances of coming back. I'll double check in between. So he's off, but that did use up the blitz. What else do you do? You move him one to the right, and then you initiate a block onto him. It's +1 from both sides though, so that would mean it would still be a 1 die. Because that would be, no, that would be 3 on 4. No, it wouldn't. It would give him the advantage. That's no good. Humans are not in a great place. Alright, I guess just to be annoying then, the catcher, who you can just make out down here, is going to try and dodge to go 1, 2, 3, just to provide a tackle zone on the ball carrier, just to make it harder for him to get past. To do that though, he's got to get away from him, and that'll be a 3+. Oh no. Going to use a reroll on that, so the humans are down to 3 rerolls remaining. Okay, so he's going to go doop, 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 so he didn't cross any other tackle zones. Again, just to be annoying, because what else can they do? Alright, I'm going to go look up regeneration, and I think that is going to be a turnover, and a passover rather, to the Nurgle Reavers. Alright, so for regeneration, on a 1, 2, or a 3, the injury roll happened as is. 4, 5, or 6 he's just placed in the reserve box. It happened, so he's still knocked out. That's fine, that means nothing changed. This is still the state of play in the halfway mark of the first turn, or the first half rather, of Nurgle's Reavers game. They just need to get the ball through, and that shouldn't be too hard, relatively speaking. So if we can do a blitz. We could do a blitz. We could. And Pestigores have horns, which I believe is +1 on the armor break roll. Well, actually, I think you get to choose. He's on either the armor break roll or the injury roll. So we'll initiate a blitz. We'll get right into it because there's no other movement I really want to do. He's just going to move forwards 1, then initiate a blitz on this poor catcher. And Pestigores are strength 3, but he gives a +1, or the ball carrier rather gives a +1. So that would take it to a 2 dice block. Push or a push? Could reroll. Is a push good enough? A push is, well, a push is good enough if I use the new rule in 2nd edition, which is leaping over downed players, which I believe is an agility roll. Pestigores are fairly agile. Yeah, he'll do a push. He'll just push him there, and he'll follow him. So he's not currently touching him, but he can't go through here because it'd be too many dodges, is the thing. Well, we'll get this bloater to do a blitz onto him, I guess. Turn him around and blitz onto him for 2 dice. Oh, actually, can you get to double? Because the catchers are the ones who are 2 strength, aren't they? Let me just double check that real quick. Catchers are 2 strength, so he's already double. So actually, it would be 3 dice block. Not that it particularly matters. There we go. We've covered everything because the catchers have dodge, I believe. They do. They have dodge, but now it doesn't matter because there's both the pow and the stumble. So he's going to get knocked there. I guess he'd be facing this way. That's awkward. He's going to follow him to there. Does his armor break? 9. Yes, it does. What happens to him? 8. We just got that. That is KO'd. Doesn't matter that you can't see him because he's now in the reserve. Well, not in the reserves box, in the KO'd box. Waiting to come back. Okay. So if we move the Pestigore 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm just counting to see how far I want to send him, and whether or not he'd have any help is the thing. That's potentially risky, and is it worth being risky? Let's just move the ball carrier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know he's barely visible. He's also going to do a rush / going for it. He would... I've got to use a reroll. Don't roll another one. Okay, let me just bring the reroll counter down before I forget. Nurgle's Rotters have 1 reroll remaining this half. He made it, so he's going to move 1 more square. Not going to risk another one. I know he's slightly out of sight. Is there anything else to be done anywhere else on the field? Yes, there is. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to start coming to help. Turn. And then the bloater at the top is going to do a blitz. 2 dice because it's 4 against 3. A push. We'll push him that way and fall. Anything else? Yes. This blower will do... Well, yeah, because it's even. Those two cancel each other out, so it's just 4 versus 3. Yep, he'll do a blitz. Oops. That is also a shove. He'll get shoved. He will follow. And no armor break or anything like that, which frees up this rotter. So this rotter is going to move 1 and just do nothing else. It's going to tie up that thrower. And then this rotter will go 1, 2 and end his turn. Right, smack dab. Oops. Turn around. Bright eyes. There we are. Let's see, that would be throwers are 3 as well as catchers that are 2 strength. So that would balance out as a 1 die block. Sure, why not? This rotter, a block into him. He's not being assisted by him actually, so this would be a +1, so it's 2 dice block. We'll take that. Wait. I'm going to double check because they have dodge. Is that the one where you avoid dodge? No, that's a straight up pow, so that's if the... that's just straight down, yeah. Okay. In that case, splat. Follow up and turn. Does his armor break? They're doing well with this so far. Nope, shouldn't have said that. And that is going to be their turn, I think. So we're going into turn 4 for Reikland Reavers. They've got 2 people on the ground. They've got 1 dead, 2 stunned, 1 in reserves. So the Reikland Reavers have to stop this Pestigore making it. And if he stands up on that square, it would cost 3 of his movement to do a blitz. 4, 5, 6. He could do it. He's just a lineman. He has 6 move, but that is enough. Can he get any support? Well, actually, this thrower will stand up and do nothing else, just so he's standing up. There's no one free. Everyone's in tackle zones. There is a way to get him an assist. Yeah, there is. If this thrower initiates a block on this rotter, he gets 2 bonuses, which puts him 1 higher. So he gets a double block die. Don't roll badly. That will be good enough to take the POW. I believe he has to go either here or here, so we'll put him here. And he will follow. And does he break armor? He does! What happens to the roar? Uh-oh. Where's the... I've misplaced the injury table. Here it is. An 11 on the injury table. No, 10 plus is a casualty roll. So he does not have regen. He has decay, which I believe is like +1 worse. Let's just see what happens to him. Is that a 16? Or no, that's a 9. A 9 on the injury table is seriously hurt. He would miss the next game if this was a league. But as is, he is a casualty. So we take him over to the box. And he is out for this game. And, well, the rest of this game and the rest of the next game if it was a league. So that was a pretty good result for them there. So, that's step 1. Step 1 of getting the ball. Step 2, he's now free. He can't blitz, but he's just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 just to get in there. To provide an assist for this blitzing player. Because he's going to do 3 to stand up, 4, 5, and then 6 itself is initiating the blitz. Strength 3 becomes strength 4, so that just makes them both strength. Well, we know Pestigores are strength... Pestigores are strength 3, it's only the blowers that are strength 4. Yes. So they are 1 higher, so this is a double block. Down or POW? Definitely take the POW. So the ball is dropping. He goes there. He's going to follow up. We'll handle the ball bouncing in a second. Does the armor break? Nope. Alright, going to double check how this works in this edition. Alright, the ball bounces 1 square in a D8 direction. 4 is Let's see, 4 is diagonally down, so we'd be on this square, so it bounces to here. It isn't in anybody's zone, so they can't catch it, and I don't think anyone can get to it. What is oh, they've all went. No, they can't. So they stopped the ball carrier, but they can't go grab the ball. Okay. I think that's going to have to do it for their turn. Well, the lineman over here might as well throw a block into this blower. He's getting an assist. So they're equal, which means 1 die. And he knocked him down. Knock him down there. Follow him. Turn. Does he break his armor? He does! With a 10. That's a 2. That's going to be nothing. That's a stunned at worst, isn't it? Stunned. So he's missing a turn. This poor blower. Now he's bottom up to the world, and we're going over to turn 5 for the Nurgle Roars. So the action is all down this end of the field. This blower is going to flip, doesn't get a turn though, but he's face up now as well, and now it just comes down to getting that ball over. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for this zombie, roar, sorry. Have to differentiate because there are teams with zombies and they are different to roars. So he's got one person marking him. We definitely want to use a blitz, but I don't think there's a way to get both of them. This bloater, 1, 2, 3, stop, because they only have 4 movement. So this pestigore will initiate a block, a blitz rather, into him. More than enough movement. And he's going to slam into him, and that is 3, 4, 5 strength. So double block, dice. Oh no, double skull. They're going to have to use their last reroll. I really wanted that for the catching, picking up the ball. Their last reroll is gone, for this half anyway. So, reroll. Okay, bear. We'll push him here, push him down, follow, crack the armor. 6, 7, 8, 9. He did. Wait, is that just our lineman? It is a lineman. He did crack it. What happens to him? 6, 7, 8. That is stunned as well, I believe. 6, 7, 8. Killed, sorry, is what I meant. Killed. We'll see if he wakes up at the end of the drive or the end of the half, whichever happens first. Then, they've all gone. So the ball carrier has 6 movement. 3 to stand up. 4, 5, 6 and a going for it would score. He's going to have to dodge out of the lineman's tackle zone, so that would be an agility roll of a 3+. Picking up the ball would be a 3+, and the going for it would be a 2+, with no re-rolls. Is there anything else I want to do? I don't think there is. So he stands up for 3. He moves out of the tackle zone. So let's see if that works. It doesn't. He slips and falls. I think because he's landed on the square with the ball bounces. I could be wrong, but I think that's how it worked in the computer game. So I'm going to bounce at a square. We'll see if he cracks his armor in a second. 8. Let's see. 8 is straight down, so it's just one square even down. It's right at the edge of the table. And does his armor crack from falling over? Or getting tripped, rather? 9 on a pestigore. I better double check that. I think that is a break. On a pestigore... Yep, he broke. What happens to him? 5, 6, 7, 8. That is KO'd. Although, wait, do pestigores have regen? Regen... They do have regen. They still have to get taken off the field. It's just they could get put straight into the reserve box if it's a 4, 5 or 6. No, of course not. He's knocked out. Of course not. He is knocked out like his bloater that came before him. And that also is a turn over. So we're into Reikland Reavers turn 4 in the first half. And all that really matters is trying to get the ball to safety. So this thrower moves 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this blitzer here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My plan is if he manages to get away from these 3 just by doing the 1 dodge because he's in 1 tackle zone and pick up the ball. Oh, actually, they move 6, right? So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then hand it off, which I think would count as a going for it because I believe a handoff is 1 movement. And then he could do a short throw, and then it's relatively safer over there. I don't think there's any other play. and what the human team makes up for in well, it's lost a lot of people, but they've got tons of rerolls left. So I think that's what we're going to do. So, he has to do a dodge. He moves one square out, and then we see if he dodged successfully. It's a 3+. Yes, he did. Does he pick up the ball after his next move on a 3+? No. Okay, he'll use a reroll. They're down to 3 left. He didn't. He fumbled the ball. He fumbled it. It goes... Oh, I didn't roll. It goes to the 8. It actually bounces off the field. Now, it bounced off the field on his turn. I think the crowd just kicks it back in. We'll double check that in a second. That's going to cause an immediate turnover as well, for the record. But we still have to bounce the ball back in first. Alright, so to determine where the ball is bouncing, we need this handy little tool, which we place on the exact square at which this was knocked off. We determine the direction it's going, and then 2d6, and then it also bounces. So, it goes in at the 4, which is straight up. It goes in 6 squares, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's right behind him, but it then bounces. So it bounces 1 towards the 8, which is right back there. The ball has come to rest there as we go to the Nurgle Rotters' turn 6. So I know we have to get to this stuff with the ball, but don't forget the little things. This blotter's standing up and doing nothing else, just so he's there to be annoying, just in case things go horribly, horribly wrong. There is no rerolls remaining here, and that's scary. So this rotter is going to go 1, 2, 3 and do nothing else. This bloater is going to declare blitz against this thrower. 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th move is the blitz itself. It's going to be 2 dice, with this, even without the support of the rotter, but hey. It's a push. We'll take the push. He's pushed. We shall follow him. No armor break or anything like that. However, as long as this Pestigore passes a 3+, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He doesn't even need to do a go for it. 1, 2, 3. Does he pick up the ball? He does. That's a 6. He picks up the ball. Ooh, get on your base, man. And then he walks it in. 1, 2, 3. That is a touchdown for Nurgle's Rotters. The crowd goes wild. So before we get set up for the next drive, at the end of this current drive, it will be the Nurgle's team kicking the ball to the Reikland Reavers, so they're going to be the offense in their turn 5. But first we have to see if anybody wakes up. So, well, plus also reserves can come on as well. They have a catcher that's unconscious, 4+. He wakes up, so he goes into the reserves box. They have a lineman. He wakes up. And they have another lineman, I think. He also wakes up. Nurgle's Rotters, they have a bloater who wakes up. And they have the other Pestigore. He does not wake up. That's very bad, because he's only one of the 2 that they have that can move fast. Alright, we'll get things set up for the next kickoff. So here's how the lineup is looking for Reikland Reavers turn 5. I might have erroneously said turn 4. It's their turn 5 because it was a turnover. So, the ball is being kicked by the Nurgle defense line, as you can see how they're set up. The ball is going to start right there, just in sight. So it's going to bounce d6 to d8 direction. It's going to go 1 to the 3, which is back the way, and then we do the kickoff table, and then it bounces. So let's see. I've got the cheat sheet here with the kickoff table. 2d6. 6 on the kickoff table. Cheering fans. Both coaches roll a d6. Add their cheerleaders. The coach with the highest total may immediately roll once on the prayers to Nuffle table. Okay, well both teams have one cheerleading team. So it's basically an equal roll to see who rolls the higher number. Whoops. So both teams rolled equal. So if it's a tie, neither coach rolls on the prayers to Nuffle. And then note that if it was an effect that was currently in effect, you don't get to get it twice. If you've already rolled on Nuffle's table, but you haven't, that's fine. So it is going to bounce once to the, that's a 4, which is right there. Get the die out of the way. And then we are good to start the turn. It's going to be a lot easier once the base stat lines for everything is something just you just know. Okay, well, we definitely want to do some early moves. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 and start defending this side. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then let's see, catchers move 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, He is very downfield, hoping for a play here. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just stop him there, and then we'll do a blitz into this rotter here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And thanks to the assist, it'll be 2 dice. And they pout him, whichever one you want. So he's going to get pushed back here. Get knocked over. He will follow. And will he break a zombie's armor on a 9+, I believe it is? No, he will not. So now it just comes down to picking up the ball and then probably not throwing it this turn, but getting into a position where that could be possible is the thing. So throwers are agility 3 and they move 6. So 1, 2, does he pick up the ball? He does. 3, 4, 5, 6. We're not going to initiate a throw this turn. We're just getting in position. And on that note, let's see. Let's move him 1 and done. Move him 1, 2 and done. We're forming a strong defensive line. They need to get up the table super fast before the half ends. And with that, we're going into the second last turn in the first half for Nurgle's Rotters. Alright, second last turn for the Nurgle's Rotters in this half. Rotters just standing up. And he's done. Now, the Pestigore can get the catcher. We just need to stop them being able to get downfield, really. We don't care about scoring again in this half, I think, because it's not going to happen with the Nurgle's units being so slow. On that note, let's just tie up some more units. He's just going to move over out of shot, probably, barely, just to make sure that the catcher on the other side of the pitch doesn't get away. The 2 Rotters are going to hold him. They're not going to block him, just hold him. Then, with a movement of 4 you're limited though. 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll just cause problems in the middle, I guess. Then, what else shall we do? This Rotter will just move forwards 1 and end turn. And then this Bloater will throw a block. 2 dice block into the Blitzer there. And do the Blitzers have block? The Blitzers do have block. So that doesn't matter, it's dodge for that one. Again, I keep forgetting. Block defends you against both down. So he's going to get bowed. Follow up. Does he break his armor? Yes, he does. What happens to him? That's nothing, that's stunned. Just turn him face down. That's good though, he's not getting a turn. That helps. Then this guy will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, just to be a problem. He was meant to be in that square, I believe. Hope that was right. So, just a blitz action left to go. Don't know what else he can do. So this Pestigore is going to blitz the ball catcher. It's going right in there. 2 dice because the catchers are weak. Just roll these. Oh, wait, got these dice here. We've got the proper ones for the Nurgle team. Good. Oh, wait, no, they have dodge. This is a situation where it just becomes a double push. Is that good enough? No rerolls. Oh, yeah, okay. It becomes a push, and he will follow. And that's all he can do. So it's over to the Reikland Reavers. Turn 6. So we've moved slightly because this is the part of the table that needs to be seen. His Blitzer just flips over, misses his turn. So, the ball carrier just needs to get the ball to the... Well, if the Pestigore gets out of the way, this is actually very doable. Is there a way to get the Pestigore out of the way safely? We have tons of rerolls. He's in a tackle zone, but a 3+... No, he's not going to get through. Interesting. So throwers move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just to put some pressure on. If the ball carrier moves roughly here, it should be a short pass. Oh, I totally forgot to mention, well, again, because this isn't a league, star player points don't matter because there's no Permians. But the touchdown obviously would have scored 3, I believe, star player points for the Pestigore that scored it. And that matters in a league because you level up your players and they get more skills. But in the exhibition matches, it doesn't matter. But just to be clear, also if you complete a pass, if you kill someone, so whoever killed poor number 7 would also have got some XP for that as well. Do we just go for it then? The catcher has catch, so I think that's a reroll on the attempt, because he will get a negative because the pest score is right next to him. Might as well go for a Hail Mary. Might as well. So the thrower is going to initiate a throw, but he's going to move first. 1, 2, 3, 4, so he has 2 left. And now I'm going to look up the negative and what the catch skill does as well. Alright, let's see if we get this right. We have to use this ranged detector, the right way around of course, to determine what length of pass. It's not in the first section, it's in the second, so that would mean it is a short pass, which means it has a -1 modifier to what they need to roll. So throwers are agility 3, yep, they're all agility 3, so it needs a 4+, but he can re-roll it because of his throwing skill. Doesn't need to. So that means it's an accurate pass because there's no interference or anything like that. Speaking of interference, if there was a player in between, they get to roll for interference, but with a -3 now because it's an accurate pass. I don't think the pest score does because it's past where the ball is being thrown, and I don't think that rotter does because it didn't go under the template. But I might be wrong about that. That could be wrong. By all means, point it out if it is. Now we need to see if the catcher successfully catches, and he can re-roll this as well because he is a catcher. He needs to re-roll that. He did it because even with the -1 modifier from the pest score being there, it's a 4. He's agility 3. He has successfully caught the ball. I believe this might be working. So, with that though, he now needs to get past the pestigore, and he has to dodge twice to get past him fully. So, that's 2 agility rolls, 2 3+, and he's home and dry. Or he could risk not doing that this turn. No, but then the pestigore is just going to batter him. Okay, let's move the camera slightly because it's over here that the action is happening. It all comes down to he has to move here, do a dodge, move here, move into here, dodge, move into here, dodge, move out. I think there might actually be 3 dodges. I'm not sure. Well, because it's already marked, so yeah, it would be dodge, dodge, dodge. Oh no. That's no good. That's no good at all. Can I get any support to him at all? Not really. We could surf these people actually. Okay, we'll do a block from him into this roar. He gets support from him, giving him +1. Oh, you can't see the roll there. The roll is that, so he got him. And I believe if I force him, let's see, because he's coming at him from that direction, so I think the 3 squares he can be knocked into are these 3. I don't know if that actually equals that you can push him because of where it was coming from. I'm not 100% sure. I think it would probably just push him there. I'm a little bit weird on that without the video game telling me what is and isn't allowed. Does his armor break? Yes. What happens to him? 5. That would be stunned. That is stunned. Even with a +1 from decay, it's still stunned, so he's now not getting a turn. Because then we can throw a block here into that one, get a +1. We'll take it, push him down, follow up. Does his armor break? Nope. And then he can slip through 1, 2. Have they done a blitz this turn? They haven't, have they? He can blitz then. Have I blitzed? I don't think I have, so he's going to blitz and he's getting a +1 bonus, which makes him equal. No, +1, because he's 3, 3, that makes it 4. Come on. Haven't used a reroll yet either. Good enough. Push him back. Down. Does his armor break? No. But then he can go, and also the thrower would have got XP there for doing a completion. I think, is it the thrower or is it the catcher that gets XP on a completion of a short pass? Either way, he can move, how much was it? Catchers can move 8. Oh, I hope this was done right because he just scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The crowd goes wild. Number 9, catcher, has actually just scored a touchdown, and there's no time for either team to score because now it will pass over to the final turn in the half for Nurgle's Roars, but it does give them a chance to beat people up. So let's at least set that up and see what happens. Oh, very quickly though, does the Pestigore come back that was knocked out? He does. So this is the setup for the kickoff to the Nurgle's Rotters side. It's going to land there, and then it's going to go. Is that a 9? That's a 6. It's a D8, of course it's not a 9. So it goes 5 to the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that's pretty good. Not enough to score in one turn for a slow team, but still. So now it is the kickoff event. All the Nurgle's Rotters are going to do is try and wound people. 6, 7, 8. Changing weather again. 3 on the weather table. Very sunny. Glorious day. -1 modifier each time a player tests their passing ability. That would have been very bad for the previous turn. And then it bounces one more time to the 5, which is that way. So the balls come to rest there. And we're into turn 8 for the Nurgle's Rotters. And we're immediately going to throw a block from him to him with a +1 bonus. Not that he needs it. Oh. We'll take the push. We'll not follow up. We'll move him in. And then we'll blitz. Again, we're literally just going for wounds here. It's going to blitz into him. And that would be 4, 5, 6. So he's actually double, so it's 3. Where's the third green die? It's on the floor. 1 blue die will get rolled instead then. We'll take the normal POW, because that's not a blitzer, it's just a lineman. Splat. He's down. Destroy his armor. No, he did not. That's fine. Anything else? Yes, let's just defend the ball a little bit. We'll move him there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll move 1 and just leave him there. Yeah. I don't think we just have to defend the ball, really. So he'll try and pick up the ball. 1, 2, 3. Does he pick it up? He does. And he'll hold the ball there. And we'll pass it over to the last turn for the Reikland Reavers in the first half. So for the Reikland Reavers, they're just going to try and do some damage as well. He's going to move in and just offer an assist by going there. He's moving in to offer an assist. He's already moving. He's going to stand up and initiate a block on this blower. So that is 3 versus 4. That becomes 4, becomes 5. He's getting blocked. So it's still just 2 dice, but hey. Both down or a push. Take the push. Will follow up. And then, is there anything else to be done? He'll move forwards 1 to the blower here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And done. He'll initiate a block on the blower. 3, 4, 5. So it's 2 dice again. Oh, been forgetting. 2 plus. It happened. 2 plus. It didn't happen. So technically that roll wouldn't have happened, which would have initiated a turnover. So that's actually a good thing. The farts and smells and other such coming from the blower makes him too disgusted to do anything to him, and the block is lost. And one last one then, since that technically didn't happen. Oh wait, no, there's no you used the blitz already. Nope, just going to end the first half there, and we set things up again, and it will be... It counts as a turnover, right, when you switch halves? I'll have to double check that to see which team will be kicking off, but we'll be back at set-up again. So we're good to go with the Reikland Reavers' first turn in the second half, because after half-time, you reverse the roles from the first kickoff. So Nurgle's Rotters received the ball in the first turn of the game. So it's the Reikland Reavers' turn. They are set up to receive the ball. Where is the ball? It's been hidden somewhere on the table. Hang on a second. I was like, where's Wally? Did you spot it? It was on the base of the Pestigore up there. So anyway, it's going to be kicked through there. And then it's going to bounce. It's going to bounce. Oops. It's going to bounce 3 to the 3. Which is back the way. 1, 2, 3. And then we kick off event. That is not a d6. Well, it is, but it's not the correct d6. Ooh, an 11. Officious ref. Both coaches roll a d6, add their fan factor. The coach that rolls the lowest randomly selects one of their players. In the case of a tie, both players select one of their teams. Roll a d6. On 2+, they come to blows with the referee and they're placed prone and are stunned. On a 1, they're sent off. Alright, so fan factor and whatnot is all even. So everybody is even, so it just comes down to a d6. We'll just grab one of each colour. Well, that would be the Reikland Reavers are arguing with the ref then. So let's see, roll a d6 for the selected player. Him. A 4+, he's stunned and placed prone. Better than being sent off. And then the ball will bounce 1 to the 3 again. Plop. And we are good to get started. Alright, well, I don't think he flips over if he gets stunned during the kickoff event. Maybe he does. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. Either way, we're going to want to grab that ball and get it up the pitch as soon as possible. Do we just go straight for a throw? Got to remember sunny weather, so it's -1 to passing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just put him there for now. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll stop and turn him. And then, let's see, so throwers are 6 moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you could do a throw, and it'd be a short pass, which normally wouldn't have any minus modifiers, but the sunny weather would give it -1. We've got lots of rerolls. Oh yeah, that's another thing to mention if I didn't mention it already. Rerolls are back up to their minimum, so Nurgle Roars have 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to pick up the ball and throw it. 3 to pick up the ball. He picked it up, but we're about to throw it anyway. That's a short pass to throw it directly over there, which normally would just be immediately a 3+. But I guess it's 4 with the sunny weather. That's a 2, so we'll use a reroll there. It's a 2 again, so that means it is an inaccurate pass, not a fumbled pass. I'm going to need to double check what that means. Alright, so an inaccurate pass is still thrown. It bounces 3 times before coming to a stop, and it can't be caught until the 3rd bounce, because it's high in the air, I guess. So the first bounce is 1 to the 7, which is... let's see, that would be a 1, not a 7, right? No, that is a 1. Where's... I don't see the 7 on the marker. Oh, there it is. So it would bounce there. The numbers aren't in numerical order around the icon for determining bounce direction. So when it bounces there, and then bounces there. So it comes to a stop there. I believe that triggers a turnover since it was a messed up pass, unfortunately. So it's just going to stop there and we'll go over to Nurgle Roars. Alright, Nurgle Roars just need to push through the Humies defensive line and get a Pestigore to the ball, basically. So we'll go 1, 2 and stop him there. He's in 2 tackle zones now. Got to start clearing the way for the Pestigores who can move 6. I don't think I'm going to be able to get one of them through this turn. He will throw a block into this blitzer with 1 assist, so that's a 2-die block. Strength 5. A push or a knockdown. We'll take the push and shove him over there. We will follow and turn there. Not ideal, but that did clear a little bit of space. And then... let's send the zombie in. Rotter, I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's blitzing. First, wait, he has 6. No, he has 5 moving. Could he have made that 1, 2? He would have to do a dodge. Hang on, I don't remember where he was standing exactly. Arg. Alright, let's make him do a dodge. He did the dodge, so it's fine that he's there. He has 2 dice blocking with the assist from the blower. And that is... oh wait. Throwers, they have... nope. They have sure hands, which I think helps them hold on to the ball, but it wouldn't have been relevant with what happened. So he gets knocked down next to the ball. He will follow up. Does he crack his armor? That is a 5, so that would be a no. But that's okay. This rotter will move in twice and stop. This Pestigore will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and come over this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and stop. 1, 2 and stop. And then one, two, three, four. This bloater will throw a block onto him. It's just 2 dice because he's flat, better strength. Push our bow. We'll take the pow, and we will follow. It's a little awkward. Does he break the armor? He does not. And then finally, the one last rotter and the pestigore. These are the ones that matter. 1, 2, 3, and he's going to stop there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Couldn't get to the ball, but we have definitely caused a mess in the middle. Alright, turn 2 for the Reikland Reavers coming right up. So, the stunned player turns around. This player is just going to stand up and be done. He's going to stand up and be done and just cause interference in front of the ball, I think. Let's see. The other thrower can get to the ball. So he can go 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, actually the Nurgle team made a big error. Okay, hang on a second. 1, 2, 3. Is there anything else I want to do? You can do take-backs as long as you didn't roll any dice. This is all that matters, really, because those bloaters are causing a problem in the middle. So this is a thrower. He's going to go into the middle. He's going to pick up the ball. He picked up the ball. He has the ball, and he moved 4, so he has 2 movement left. He's going to initiate a short pass to this catcher. Don't mess up again. So that is enough, but with the weather, that'll be -1, so it isn't enough, but he can re-roll because he's a thrower. It's going to be an inaccurate pass again. I don't think you can re-roll a re-rolled skill, can you? Can you use it? I mean, you can use as many re-rolls as you want within a turn in this edition, but I don't think you can re-roll a re-roll. I might be wrong. I don't think you can, so it's going to have to fumble again. Or bounce, rather. So it's going to bounce 3 times. Pardon me, I need to take that ball off of you. So it's going to bounce to there. Second bounce goes to the 5, which for some reason is this way. And then the third bounce is a 2, which is that way. So it's unfortunately going to come to a stop there. And again, I think that causes a turnover. If I'm wrong about that, this is why we're doing exhibition matches rather than jumping straight into league. Gives us time to learn the game together. This was not how to play, but we are going to do a turnover there. So second turn for Nurgle's Roars. Alright, let's see what we can do in this mess here. We've got a pestigore free, but we need to clear more space ideally. And we don't have anybody over right by it, thanks to a little snafu with positioning. So, the throwers are strength 3, the catchers are strength 2. Well, it's tricky. Where do you use your blitz? This rotter will go into this lineman. Normally it'd be equal, but the bloater here rather gives him +1. We need him shifted, and we got a push, so that's good enough. Well, we're gonna have to take the push. Push him, follow him up. At least we can block a little bit of space. We don't want the bloater to be the one to pick up the ball. So he's going to blitz. He's going to just go sideways and immediately blitz into him. So that is... him. So that means he's getting a +1 assist, but so am I, so they can't each other out. So it's just 2. He's downed, been knocked there. Or would it be... it would actually be there. And then he follows. Does he break his armor? Does not. This pestigore is just going to go 1, 2. And then this rotter is going to throw into him. And with the assist from the pestigore, it's +1, so it's 2 dice. Now, are the throwers the ones with dodge? No, it is the catchers. He's down. He will follow up. Does he break his armor? 6, 7, 8, 9. He does. What happens to him? Ooh, that's bad. That's an 11. That is a casualty result. We roll the d16 on the casualty. We'll roll their 1. As a 1, that's nothing. Badly hurt. The player misses the rest of the game but suffers no long-term effects. Yoop. he is gone. We'll just put him in the dead pile anyway, just because he's going to miss the game, and it's not a league game anyway. So then finally, pick up the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4. It would be a 3+. I believe the interfering players make it -1 each, so it would be a 5 or a 6. I'm okay with it bouncing. Yeah, we're not going to reroll that. I'm going to let it bounce. So he tries to pick it up, it fails, it bounces, and it goes 1 to the 6, which is that way, and causes a turnover. Alright, turn 3, Reikland Reavers. He's going to stand up and do nothing. He's going to stand up and do nothing. We just need them up there to have tackle zones, more or less. He's supposed to be in there. Yeah, it's all happening over there. Let's see here. Well, very quickly, he's going to throw into the rotter that hopefully you can just about see at the bottom of the screen with an assist. So 2 dice. He knocked him over. He's not going to follow up. Does he break their armor? He does. What happens to them? That is, they're out. They're gone. Even without adding decay. So D16 to determine what happens to the poor rotter. That's a 1. He misses next game as well. Well, sorry, he just misses the rest of the game. But all intents and purposes, he's basically dead for the purposes of this. So both teams are 2 men down. Then, this Blitzer will throw into the Pestigore with 1 assist, which puts them, they're equal, and then +1, so it would be 2 dice, because there's 3 each, and then he becomes 4. He got him. He's going to knock him down there, and he's going to follow. Does he break armor? Nope. Now, the thrower is going to do a handoff, which means you just hand the ball over, and I think it's not even a dice roll, or it might be a 2+. So he's just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, pick up the ball, that's not the dice, pick up the ball, reroll, they're down to 1. He picked up the ball. I think he hands it off freely, but let's just roll just to make sure it's not a 2. He's handed off the ball to the catcher, and then the catcher is going to do his best Speedy Gonzalez impersonation, I think, and he's going to run. He's going to run 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's no one really there to help him, though. That's the only bad part. Is there anything else we want to do? Yes, actually, right at the bottom of the screen there's the other catcher, who's now free. So he's going to move 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's going to move right down the field. We'll move the camera down in a second. That's going to be their turn, so we're over to turn 3 for the Nurgle's Roars. So before we carry on, I don't remember if I rolled armor for that Pestigore, so let's do that real quick. He's fine. They have good armor, so I wasn't expecting much. So he will just stand up. It's Operation Get the Ball. But everyone is tied up with everyone. That's a problem. This bloater will initiate a block into him. He'll get 3 assists. So hang on, that's 4, 5, 6, 7. That's over double his, so he's getting 3 block dice. Wait, is it? No, because he's tied up. No. 4, 5, 6. It is still double. Okay. That would be a triple exclamation mark. So he gets bleh. He'll follow up. Does he crack the armor? Going a little bit faster now as well, because the camera is running out of batteries and I have no spare other battery charged, typically. But that does free up a rotter. They move, they only move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a going for it to blitz. He will, yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and going for it. Going for it on 2+ is fine. So he has initiated his blitz. It's 3 against 2 because that's a catcher. So it is 2 dice. Do you reroll? It's just a push. Yeah. Spend the reroll, go down to 1. Reroll. Got him. He has block, but the POW just goes through. It ignores that one. I mean dodge, sorry. But that's the POW, so that works. Wait, no, he's not the one with the ball. Oh no, a horrible mistake has been made. I must admit it's been like 5 minutes because I had a guest. Well, okay, well, whoops. He's got one of them down. Did he break his armor at least? Nope, of course he didn't. That's what happens when you stop paying attention for 5 minutes to talk to someone. Whoops. Oh dear. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To block him in a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To block him in a little bit. That's the Pestigore that stood up. I didn't spin him, so this one hasn't gone. Arg. This blower into him with 1 assist for 2 dice. Got him. With follow up. Pardon me, no armor break. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think that's going to do it for the turn. Turn 4 for the Reikland Reavers. He's standing up and is done. He's standing up and is done. We just need to get the ball free. Unfortunately, he's standing in between like 4 squares. I think he was meant to be there. Let's see here. If he initiates a blitz on him, he'd have to dodge once. Yeah, he'll do that. That's the only way I can see it working. Dodging on a 3+. Nope, that's a 2. Use a reroll. That's the last reroll gone. He moves. Boom. He gets tripped by him. Does the armor break? Nope. That's an instant turnover. Alright, halfway point for Nurgle's Rotters. You should be facing this way because you haven't done anything yet. No one to stand up. Also forgot to pick up the catcher for the humans there as well, so that's pretty bad. First things first, it's time to get the ball. Rotter into ball carrier with support for 2 dice. Oh, it's a push or both down. They have 1 reroll left. Yeah, they'll spend it. They'll go for the... We need the POW. Both down or POW. Wait, hang on. Catchers. They have dodge. Do you take the both down result instead to stop them moving? I don't know. No, we'll take the exclamation mark because he has dodge. It becomes a shove. He'll go there. We'll immediately try with that rotter with 1 assist again. It's double push because he has dodge. Well, he gets pushed right up into the corner. I'm not sure how visible that's going to be now. Fairly. We haven't done a blitz yet. We'll move him in. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll blitz with this Pestigore into him with 2 assists. So that is 3, 4, 5. 2 dice. 2 block dice. He does not have dodge. Does his armor break? It does not. And then, he's meant to be there, I think. No, he's meant to be there, so he is on this square. Oh, that's not enough then. You'd have to dodge. And the dodge roll on a bloater is a 5+, I think. 4+. 50-50 chance. Yeah, we'll do it. Initiate a blitz on... Oh wait, no, sorry, he is... That one's gone, this one has not. He will blitz. 1 into the ball carrier. That is 4 against 2, so it's 3 dice. So with an assist actually, so definitely 3. Got him with the POW. I think I can push him into the crowd. No, well... I don't know if it's if you can push him there or if you can push him off into the crowd. I think you can. Although maybe I think if someone was blocking him, I'm not sure. We'll just say I push him there. He falls down either way. He falls down. he will follow, and the ball will bounce. And it will bounce to the 3, which is the square in front of the ref, right there. Anything else to be done? I don't think so. Well, no, I like this line here, keeping all these guys tied up, so no, we'll swap over there. So turn 5 for the Reikland Reavers. The catcher back here is just going to stand up and be done with that. And then this guy at the back here is actually free, it's just awkward to get him around anyone. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 to help make that pest scorer's life worse. This blitzer will stand up and be done. And then, I know it's awkward to see the top of the screen, hopefully it won't matter for much longer. Well, this blitzer might as well stand up as well. This thrower will throw a blitz with an assist. Well, that only makes it 1 die though. Oh no, it doesn't, because they're both 3. It's the catchers that are 2 strength, I keep forgetting. Double dice block then. Take it. It's a bow. Bang. He will follow up. He will crack the armor. No, he won't. Barely. The catcher's strength 2. What can he do? What can he do? He can stand up to be annoying, and that's basically it. Or he can roll 2 and then the opponent picks the result. He'll just stand up. He'll just stand up and be a nuisance. What to be done, what to be done. And I guess this lineman into this pest scorer with an assist makes it +1. So 2 dice. It's a push. He'll push him there. He'll follow. Turn. And we'll do a 1 die block him into the roar. Push. Push him there. We will follow up. And that is going to be their turn. Very simple Nurgle turn. Pest scorer is going to stand up. This rotter is going to throw a blitz with no assists. So it's 3 on 2, but that still makes it 2 dice because the catchers are weak. Oh no. There's no rerolls. No, not like this, .jpg. Okay, he gets punched in the face by the catcher. Does the catcher break his armor on the poor rotter? No. But that's an immediate turnover. Wow. Alright, turn 6 for the Reikland Reavers. They just need to get that ball out of there, which granted is not easy. So, how do you do that? Just need to get rid of the rotter, really. And with the catcher standing, okay, hang on. So we've got a blitzer here. Sorry, not a blitzer. No, that is a blitzer. Blitzers move 7, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blitz. Yeah, we're doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blitz into the rotter with no assists. So it would just be 1 block die with a reroll though. No, with no rerolls. Oh dear. Come on! The the rotter turns around, punches him in the face. I wish I'd realised. Alright, does the rotter break his armour? It does not. That is a turnover. Turn 6 for Nurgle's rotters. Got a good feeling about this. This rotter is standing up with a blitz action. He is blitzing that same catcher, and this time he will destroy him. He has become too powerful. Both down or a push. He can only be pushed off the pitch, so because he can't go where the bloater is and there's no other space. So presumably he is pushed off the pitch, I think. I'm not sure if dodge counters that. If this is wrong, I apologise. He's being pushed off the pitch, at which time the crowd eat him. I believe he has just made an instant knockout or casualty. Or you roll on a different table. We're nearing the end though, so it's not particularly going to matter. There's probably not going to be another drive. So that's good that happened. This bloater will block into him for 2 dice. Wait, does he have block? He doesn't have block because he's a lineman. No, they don't have block. Bloaters do not have block. I've also been forgetting they have, well, it's the Nurgle's rot rule, but it's been renamed in this edition, so when you kill someone you get a free zombie lineman. A rotter, I mean. Either way, both down. Splat. Splat. Does the human's armor break? No. Does the Nurgle bloater break? No. That is a turnover again. Second last turn for the humans. It's all or nothing. He is going to stand up. Be done on that square, so they're diagonal to each other. He is standing up and initiating a blitz on this roar that's on that square, so they got a little bit shifted to the side. They both have 1 assist. Oh wait, no they don't if he's at that 1 square. Okay, never mind. He stood up, he initiated the blitz, because that means he can move and do it. Just so it happens. And it's 2 dice. Why? Why, Blood Bowl? Why? Well, smack in the face. Does his armor break? Yes, it does. Kill him. Kill him. I dare you to kill him. 4. That's just stunned. Splat. That would be turnover. Second last turn for Nurgle's Rotters. This bloater is going to stand up and initiate a blitz on the lineman there. He pows him. Smack down. Follow up. Break his head. 6, 7, 8, 9. He did. 6. Let me double check that one. That's just stunned as well. But that means he and the other, though the blitzer there and the lineman there, they're both not getting a turn until the end of the game because their next turn is their last. What does a zombie need to pick up a ball these days? A zombie needs a 4+. It's doable, I guess. Sure, why not? Zombie will pick up ball on 4+. Yes, he does. So that was 1 move. He has 4 left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Zombie has trouble with ball on base. 1, 2, 3, 4. Won't bother turning them, they're not going to do anything. This best score into him with an assist. Just, oh no, that's not. There is a knockdown. We'll knock him there. With a follow-up. Does his armor break? Yes, it does. What happens to him? 6, 7, 8, 9. Killed. Get off the field. So he is off the field. And then that frees up the other Pestigore. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just so he's annoying this guy. Anything else? This bloater into him with the assist from the other bloater for +1. Which is actually countered by him because he is not. So either way, he's still +1 strength. That's pow. Bang. Follow up. Break him. Nope. And then that will do, but the Nurgle's Rotters have a chance. But we're going into the final turn for the Reikland Reavers. So we're coming over here a little bit. This is the final turn for the Reikland Reavers. They will not score in this turn. All they can hope for is stopping the Nurgle team scoring. He's going to stand up and be done. The 2 that are prone would flip over, but they're not getting a turn now. So it doesn't really matter. What can they do? They can... Oh, there's so many assists though. Oh no. Let's see if the Walker... If he tries to do a handoff though, it's like a pass for a rotter is a 6. And he can't make it with his normal movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, going for it, going for it. No, he can't make it. He would have to do a handoff or a pass. And he's basically got 0 chance of doing that. I don't think there's anything else to be done other than just to let them try and fail a pass to end the game. Because if he blitzes into that rotter, that's 3 versus 3. The rotter becomes 4. The rotter becomes 4. Doesn't have any help. You know what, let's do that. That becomes a 2-die block, but it's a 2-die block opponent picks result. So the worst result there, it's 2 both downs. Well, splat, it's a turnover anyway. Does the human lose his armor? 6-7, nope. Does the rotter lose their armor? That's not the right die, but it doesn't matter, even this is a 6, which it was. Nope. Turnover to the final turn of the game. Alright, so final turn of the game, and actually I got that wrong. He's not doing a pass, he's doing a handoff, and I double checked the rules based on earlier. And the handing off action itself involves no roll, so the rotter can go 1 and do a handing off action to the Pestigore. That doesn't require a roll, however receiving the pass, or the handover, does require a roll, but it's on the Pestigore's stat, which is 3+. So it's an okay chance. Why did I say that before rolling? Okay, well, it was a 2, so he actually just fumbles it and it would have caused a turnover. It would have bounced 1 to the 8, which is straight down, would have bounced here. Had he have picked up that ball successfully, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, going for it, he would have made it. Would either of the going for it's been a 1? No. He would have made it, but because he fumbled the handover, the Pestigore, which is the one that scored, I think, failed. But that does mean we're at the end of the game, and it is a tie at 1 each. So this was a league game that would take us to the post-game sequence where a bunch of different... Oh, sorry, punched the camera. Where a bunch of different stuff happens. You would record your outcome in winnings, which is at the end of every game, each team receives a fee, usually paid out by stadium owners or ticket sales, etc. You divide the fan attendance, which I believe was 2,000 for each side, by 2. Add the number of touchdowns, that takes both teams to 3. Multiply it by 10,000 gold so that each team gets 30 grand in winnings, as it were. Then you would update your dedicated fans. If you won, you roll a d6. If the game is a draw, it doesn't change at all, so both teams would stay at 1 in this instance. You would handle new hirings, new firings. If you had enough SPP to level someone up, either with a random skill or a chosen skill costs more, you would handle that as well. And let's see, does this have, I'm looking at the rulebook here, does it have a list of what scores XP again? It's if you get a touchdown, that scores for the player. After a game, you randomly select, with the D16, one of your players from your player pool, so that would have been number 4 on the Nurgle team, which would have been one of the blowers. They become your MVP and get 5 XP. It's back to just randomizing through the whole team, sadly. Not pick 3 players and then randomize between them, which is much fairer in my opinion, but... A completion for doing a pass is 1 SPP. If you throw a teammate or throw the ball, it's 1 SPP. If you interfere with a pass, it's 1 SPP. If you cause a casualty, which someone did, that's 2 SPP. Touchdown is 3. And the MVP is 4, sorry, not 5. As long as they're not dead as well. You don't randomize to a dead player. It specifically says don't randomize to someone who's dead. So yeah, that's what would happen in a league game. Now, I'm sure I forgot tackle zones at points and maybe forgot road. I'm almost certain I forgot foul appearance a couple of times for the blowers. But I hope this was watchable. Do let me know how it could be improved and made more enjoyable and watchable. And my goal is hopefully to have a couple more, or at least one more exhibition match, and then hopefully do just a little league to see how things are. But thank you for giving this a chance if you did. I hope it was clear enough to follow. And yeah, maybe come back in the future to see some more. Until next time. Ta-ta for now.